I'm going to make this very clear right now. I'm not going to sit here this video and discuss this entire John Swan situation, because either way he made a huge ass out of himself and everyone that was involved. Once again, I'm not going to be putting too much context into what I talk about, but if you know, you know. But it's still pretty easy to see. You're basically just going to hear me ramble on about why I think John Swan is an idiot and this whole situation is stupid. So yeah, enjoy the video. Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Kyya. How are you today? I'm doing just fine. I actually just woke up from a pretty good sleep. I'm in the middle of class, but I'm gonna record this video anyway because I have nothing to do. I'm sure a lot of you guys in this community have heard of John Swan. I think everyone knows who John Swan is at this point, known for his fancy edits and decent videos. I also had some of my friends that actually idolized him as a YouTuber and content creator, which I mean isn't a bad thing I guess, but there's a lot of problems that can also lead with that. John Swan is a pretty respected creator on the platform, well, was a respected creator if you guys didn't understand what had happened lately, as in he got in a little bit of a debacle, a whole situation with a bunch of dream stands, and then had the balls to lie about the whole thing. But what can I say, it doesn't really get any better than that in any YouTube community now, does it? Now, before we dive straight into the video, here's a little note from our sponsor. If you don't subscribe and turn on post notifications, you are the biggest hoe ever. Like, it's free, just turn them on. I don't even get my own post notifications. Anyway, back to John Swan. I really do consider John Swan to be one of the better creators, but I'm gonna be quite honest, I think right now he is the biggest disappointment I've seen on YouTube in a while. Now, no, I'm not really here to shit on John Swan. Yes, I am. I'm definitely here to shit on John Swan. This man really sat here and lied about something so small. He could have just told the truth and it probably would have been just fine. But no, he was too small to own up to his mistakes. Now listen, I get it. At the end of the day, you were just trolling. You were a young 6K sub YouTube channel. You didn't think there'd be any repercussions, even though a year later it came to bite you in the ass. You simply don't just fucking lie about it. Now for those of you that don't know what it is, somewhere around last year, John Swan decided to troll on his Discord account, and it got him into a bunch of really terrible situations. Situations so terrible, he threw all of his friends and the entire community under the bus to aid in his defense against all incoming fire and dream stands from what he did. Now, whether I'm the first to say it or not, I denounce this behavior. John Swan, you were obviously the biggest YouTube disappointment I've seen in a while, and a lot of us as well, because you threw Cordwit under the bus, a smaller commentator in a sense, and he was getting death threats for having a fucking project that you created. It was a collaboration on a fabricated situation, and we all believed him simply just because Dream already had a bad rap coming in. Like, at this point, it's just normal Dream stuff. This happens all the fucking time. It seems like every week someone has beef with Dream in the commentary community, and I don't even get it at this point. It's very clear at this point in time, everyone just kind of wants beef for views. Whatever. But my one life tip is literally do not sit down and defend people willy-nilly. And I think the entire commentary community has come to learn this at this point in time. I can't quite put my finger on it, but I'm pretty sure in the last 6 months or so, another YouTuber has done almost the exact same thing, just without Dream. I think it's insane how half the community jumped and aided to his defense with minimal proof just because we trusted him and his credibility, which is understandable in a sense, you know, but you don't know when people just end up doing this shit. Like, John, you lied and your friends got death threats. You used your friends. You showed the world this huge charade and ended up blowing up right in your fucking face. You lacked evidence and Dream had all of it. Now, this video necessarily isn't to explain what he did, it's just what the aftermath is looking like at this point. I think the fact that everyone was kind of dick-sucking John Swan for so long, especially just helped with this whole situation. Because no matter who you are, or if John Swan even acknowledges your existence, you look like a complete fucking ass. And to that, I hear and laugh. Now, I've never been one to sit down and, you know, make enemies on YouTube, and I still don't want to at the end of the day, but my God, I just don't understand. Things like this are kind of the reason why I stopped making as many videos. I mean, for 2 months straight, all I was seeing was vegan teacher videos. I wanted to blow my fucking head off. It's kind of just disappointing at this point that this is what we have to do to get views on fucking YouTube. It's truly what's ass about being a commentator as a whole. Unless you're Optimist, you could talk about literally anything. Now, the one thing I can say is John Swan deactivated his social media, so I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I don't get that shit. Just log out and delete the fucking app. Who cares? Like, it's just truly not that serious. You're not gonna be canceled for it. It's just gonna be made fun of brutally. Like, John Swan wrote a 10-page fucking essay on why he was the victim. Like, are you serious? You went to that length and extent to try to prove to everyone your innocence. And in a way, for a while, it was quite convincing. I mean, I completely understand exactly why anyone got duped. Because they offered their support and just wound up making a huge ass out of themselves, like I said prior to this. Now, I will say right now the situation has kind of just become clear. John Swan is an absolute fucking idiot, and I don't understand why anyone would sit down and follow him at this point. Now, I'm not saying deplatform him or anything like that. That's not at all what I'm saying. But I definitely say that this should be denounced as a whole, and I'm glad he made a little public apology, but it's still not gonna fucking heal the wounds that have been scarred. Now, they do always say don't cry over spilled milk, but this motherfucker dumped a gallon on my head, and the rest of us too. Now, the biggest L in all this is that all he tried to do was cover up the bullshit that he did all so long ago so he didn't get, I guess, canceled or, get any repercussions for all the stupid shit he was saying and doing. And it just blew up in his face even fucking more. Congratulations, John Swan. You truly are YouTube's biggest disappointment. You are the laughingstock of the fucking town right now. I think it's time I make this return to commentary where I sit down and talk about everybody's fuck ups, so I appreciate everyone coming through today. Like the video if you liked it, dislike if you did, subscribe if you're new, turn on post notifications, you better turn on them damn notifications, fool. My socials will be in the description, look right above, there's more videos just like this one, and I am gone.